I was thinking about the term armchair philosopher, and I looked it up because I didn't know exactly what it means. So basically it means someone who theorizes, philosophizes, debates about concepts, about philosophical concepts without the real world experiencing of them. And it's funny because this is referring to philosophical concepts, but that's what we're experiencing when we have so much information that we're like being inundated with on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute basis, online, especially with social media or anything. And it's just, there's so much just information in our faces, and it's kind of like, at what point are we actually speaking from experience? Because you can catalog all this information from other people or from reading or from just like facts, but like Neville said, facts overflow the world. Facts overflow the world. And what is a fact anyway? What is a fact? What is a fact? What makes a fact true? How many things are actually objectively true, and that's what we're speaking? No, you have to experience concepts to be able to really speak of them. This is exactly why when things get what I call messy, it feels like, oh no, something's wrong, but that's what gives you the experience to understand, firsthand what it is to go through these emotions, to see exactly what's being reflected and what you were feeling and what actually creates and what the cause and effect is in your life. Because you can't really understand life if you're not willing to get a little messy. Not that things have to be messy in order to learn anything, but naturally things do happen like that. And mess does not mean bad. Messy does not mean bad. It just means that when you're creating something, I've mentioned this before, when you're creating something, it gets messy, but it's nothing wrong with the mess. You're creating a piece of artwork, your kids are on the table and they're like using all these materials and there's paper all over the place and glue and ink, but is that a bad thing? No, you're working on something, and those are all materials you need. And okay, it's like all over the place right now, it looks like a mess, but you're creating something of value that you're gonna be proud of, and then you clean up the mess, put it away, and you don't see it as, this is a bad thing, there is a mess. No, you put it away, appreciating each ingredient, each tool that you used to make that creation. So let's remember that.